So this has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of scriptural references or pramanas, if you want. They are all available all over the place. So I think I will show you some of them, because I can't be endlessly going on it, but nevertheless we will see some of them. Let's look at Manusmriti. In fact, there was a question on Manusmriti I'm going to take a little later. When we are going to talk about it, I'm going to take. So at that time, I'll talk a little more about Manusmriti. Anyway, look at here. It says, Mritam Shariram Usrajya Kashtaloshta Samam Kshito Vimuka Bandava Yanti Dharmastam Anugachati. Mritam Shariram, the dead. Usrajya, they just drop it. They just leave it. Kashtaloshta Samam. See, the dead body is like mud or a wood, because there is no life in it. Right? So Kashtaloshta Samam Kshito. They just leave it. And the soul also leaves it and goes. It is talking about the soul, not the relatives also leave it and go. But it is talking about that Atma which is sitting inside. It says, this is of no use for me anymore. Mritam Shariram Srijya Kashtaloshta Samam Kshito Vimukaha Bandavaha Yanti. All the relatives go. They will leave and then they say, this is of no use. Consign it to flames and then let them go. So what happens to this jiva? Dharma tam anugachati. It is only the dharma, meaning the papa. Here the meaning of dharma is the papa and the punya that you collected. That is the karma. The meaning of dharma here is karma. That in the sense of the term that we are using here. So dharma tam anugachati. Then what does it say? Namutrahi sahayartam pita mata cha tishtatah na putra dara na jnatihi dharmastishtati kevalah. Na amutra. Iha amutra. Iha means here. Amutra means elsewhere, which means after this jiva left this body, where did it go? It went somewhere. Amutra. Na amutra, in that place where it has gone, sahayartam, for its help. Pita mata na tishtatah. Neither your father comes nor your mother comes. Na putraha, nor not your children. Na dara, not the wife. Na jnatihi, not your blood relatives. Jnatayaha, none of them. Dharmaha tishtati kevalaha. What accompanies you in your journey is alone your dharma, meaning your balance of papa and punya put together. That karma bundle, agami karma, is the one which is coming. The dharma is expressed through karma in our context. In this context that we are talking, this dharma is valued in the form of a karma. Agami karma, or whatever you may call it, or sanchita karma, and so on. So that is what this is saying. Look at Hitopadesha. Jala bindu nipatena kramashaha puryate gataha sahetu sarva vidyanam dharmasya cha dhanasya cha. Right? If you keep a pot, a big pot, and if there is if you put a dripping drop, what happens is one drop at a time, slowly the pot can get filled one day. So one drop at a time, slowly, jala bindu nipatena, by falling off a bindu, one drop of jala, bubble or whatever, kramashaha puryate gataha, slowly the pot is filled. Sahetuhu sarva vidyanam, that is the reason, that is the process, that is the method, that is the only method. Sarva vidyanam, all knowledge accumulates to us only slowly, tickles slowly. Dharmasya cha, all dharma accumulates to us in tickles. All dhana accumulates to us in tickles. Look at how powerful these shlokas are. It says your knowledge, your dharma, which means your karma also, your dhana, whatever wealth you, all these are tickling one drop at a time. It's a very long drawn process. That's why Shatakoti Janmaha is not a very utopian idea. It is actually a fact. If we understand it, we can accelerate that process. So Hitopadesha says, look at here, this is in Aranyakanda. You know, after Sita Mata was taken away by Ravana from Janasthana, there is so much discussion. Ramayana, so much discussion on karma, discussion on Rama's, lamentations, in which these things come very well. I have taken one here. Look at here. Purvam maya noonam abhipsitani papani karmani asakrit kritani karman yasakrit kritani tatrayam adya apatitah vipakah dukkena dukkam yadaham vishami. Such a idea, powerful idea of this karma. Purvam maya, sometime before, abhipsitani papani, I think I must have done some wrong papa karyas, or karmani asakrit kritani, satkritani na asakrit, that which should not be done. Maybe I have done such things in the past. Noonam, I think I think it has happened at that time. Tatra I am adya apatitah. I am actually getting I have been thrown into that situations now. In other words, as I sow, I will reap, is what he is saying. Tatra I am adya apatitah vipakah dukkena. I am now being subjected to this dukkha. Dukkam yadaham vishami. That all that dukkha that I am going through is my own making. I think Rama is saying, when he lost Sita, he did not put the blame on X, Y, or Z. He said, it's my problem. I am reaping the benefit of some wrong thing which I did. So throughout our granthas, you will see it. So many places you will actually see this kind of discussion which will happen. Now, this prarabdha karma, I want to give some more, insight into it. It's very important for us to understand, because that is one which we are going through now. Let me narrate an incident. So one person known to me, very well known to me. This lady is a good friend of mine, she's working in my office actually. So I heard one day that she had fractured her back. I got to know much later. So I, sort of went to her house. Then I asked what happened, and she narrated the whole thing. Let me tell you the full background, then only you'll understand what is this prarabdha, what should we do with this prarabdha, and so on. This lady has 2 daughters. This lady is the only earning member of the family. Her husband is not well, therefore she is the only earning member. Both the daughters are married. So God has been kind to them. All that is fine. They're all doing well. Both the daughters are not in Bangalore. The eldest daughter is in Chennai. The eldest daughter's second child, she is expecting the second child. So this lady is the only earning member. She said, I cannot take that much leave and come. So I will come for a week around your whatever dates doctors have said, maybe week, 10 days. Beyond that, I cannot take leave. But father will be with you. Whatever help you want, I'm sure he will help you, and so on. All these were fine. She went. Child was born. She came back. The father stayed with the daughter for a month. She's explaining all these to me. And on a day, morning 5:45, she picks up a bucket of water to put the water. You put water in the front portion of your house and put rangoli every day. It's a Hindu practice. So she took the bucket of water. She opened the door. As she was stepping in there, the doormat slipped, I think. So she lost her balance. That's how she fell. I was asking, how did you fall? All these stories came. And she fell and then broke her back. For a month, she is alone. Father is there in Chennai. In 10 minutes, the father arrived. Because the father was actually to arrive by Bangalore Chennai mail, and he arrived and he comes home exactly in 5 minutes. So she explained all these to me. Then I told her that you have a lot of Daiva Anugraha. You have a lot of grace of the Lord. She asked me, sir, what do you mean by that? I told her, you are falling today and breaking your back is all part of your prarabdha. You cannot ask for discounts. You cannot ask that to happen in any other way. This is exactly prarabdha karma. I want you to understand. Every moment that is happening in our life has already been written. The script has already been written. Why are you doing vilapanam on that? The script has already been written. We are only enacting it. So I told her, your falling and breaking your back is ordained because it's part of your prarabdha karma. But you look at how beautifully it has happened. Your husband came in exactly 5 minutes. If it had happened 20 days back, the child is, or if you went to Chennai and it happened there, everybody will be in great trouble. You know, you thought you went there to help the daughter, that didn't happen. Instead of attending to her, somebody will be attending to you and so on. Or you were alone here, nobody was there to even take you to the doctor. All of them have been sorted out. In other words, that is called Daiva Anugraha. If you have the grace of the Lord, then the Lord will mentally prepare us, also contextually prepare us to take what we go through because of prarabdha. That is why bhakti is very important. We need bhakti because the grace of the Lord will help us face the prarabdha which is anyway ordained in a way, in a most conducive way. So I want, these are very important principles for us to understand. Without knowing this, something happens to us, we lose our cool, we go into depression. This is all doing things on which we have no control. That is prarabdha karma. So of these three, prarabdha karma is very important to understand that we have very little degrees of freedom. So we should put it behind us. Then the most important thing is agami karma. We'll talk about it anyway.